You know who should be worried? Brian Kelly.
I don't think he'll make it through. I honestly don't. I think there's a good chance he gets fired this week. I mean, they have a bye, so it gives the interim 2 weeks to.
They do. Okay.
Yeah, that's what JK was saying last night. Um, he showed me a video. I watched the game with him, but there was no fans there at the end of the game. Like they had all left,
They were
and
gone.
A&M was doing their whole like line celebration with the team, and like you would have thought it was almost a home game for A&M, the way that they were singing and celebrating with the fans after the game. Like that can't happen.
They were more A&M fans at the end of that game than there were LSU fans. I mean, that is absolutely unacceptable
Yeah,
for a night game at that. Oh my goodness. Let's talk
yeah,
about the game. A&M wins 49-25, and it was honestly a little worse than that, actually.
yeah.
I mean, LSU played pretty well in the first half. I mean, they
The
got
first
down the
half was
field
17-15 or 15-14, right? 15-13?
18-14 at halftime. LSU
18-14.
was actually up
Yeah,
at halftime.
yeah,
So, I mean, they played a really good first half, and it's like, okay, cool. And they started to shut down A&M's explosive offense in the second quarter, and I'm like, okay, LSU's about to lock in and get that signature win.
yep.
And right out after halftime, it was not a carbon copy of last year, but it was similar to last year in terms of A&M just put their foot on the gas and they did not let up. Like last
Yeah,
year, they made the switch from Connor Wegman to Marcel
Marcel.
Reed, and then Marcel Reed 3 touchdowns on 3 straight drives, and they just absolutely blow that game open. LSU had a bunch of special teams miscues in that game. It was kind of similar here.
Yeah,
LSU had some special teams miscues. They allow a big punt kick return first of all in the to start the third quarter. A&M goes
yeah.
down and scores. Um, LSU has to punt, and then I think after that, Concepcion had the punt return
Touchdown.
touchdown. That blew the game open from there. And
Yeah.
LSU's offense is not efficient enough to come back from being down 2, 3 scores at this point in time. Especially when you have a gunslinger like Nussmeier, who is very turnover prone. Now he can turn the ball over in this game, but the offense is just not efficient enough to right the ship when you're
The O
down like
line gave him the O line gave him no time to throw.
O line was terrible. They couldn't run the
Um,
ball effectively. It
yeah,
was bad.
in the first half, Harlan Berry started. I think he had like 15 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown. In the second half,
Yep.
he had one carry. Like
Bad.
it's just I think that falls on. Kept seeing Brian Kelly get mad. He slammed his headset on the punt return, blaming the special teams coach. Like, bro, every year something goes wrong. It's not your fault. It's somebody else's fault. Oh, this coach didn't do that. This coach didn't do that. You're the head coach. It's your team. Like you can't blame everybody. Um, I just yeah, they looked flat in the second half. Like I don't. I was shocked, honestly. Like not how I expected that game to go. I thought it'd be a shootout, but I mean A&M just brought a different intensity. Like
They're locked in, man.
from
They're
the get
they
from the
are
get
locked
go.
in right now.
Uh, I don't know if you saw it in the game or the video, but Cassius Howell was just when he was talking to the left tackle like that. Like you, from that moment, you could just tell A&M just had they had a different intensity to them. They had a different mentality in that game. Like it was Mike, and that credit to Mike Elko too. Like A&M looks damn good. Like their defense looks good. Their offense is Marcel's playing great. He's not. I mean, I think he had what 2 turnovers in the first half or
Yeah,
two picks.
he had some bad picks,
Yeah,
but
but he's young. I mean, he's still learning. This is his first full season starting, and they're 8-0. So that's credit to Mike Elko. Credit to that defense. And I think Brian Kelly. If they don't fire him this week, they're gonna go to Bama and probably get destroyed again, and he'll have no choice but to fire him.
That's why I'm like, they might as well fire him now because they're not beating Alabama at Bama. I'm sorry.
Right? You can see like what kind of like you can see what you really got on the team. Like what
Plus, I
kind
mean,
of
you kind of have to stay ahead of the game now because there's been so many coach firings this
you want to get.
season. You want to
Yeah,
get ahead of the game and want to see who your options are as candidates for that job because LSU is a top 5 job in America, and
yeah,
you can't fuck that up. You have to scour every part of the college football world to
yeah.
find the best possible coach to
Like
replace
Lane,
Brian Kelly.
yeah, like Lane Kiffin told the fans yesterday, like I'm not leaving, but that's for the Florida job. You turned down Florida, like that's obvious. Like coaches that have or will turn down Florida, will they turn down LSU? But you don't want to wait to be LSU till end of the year when other coaches have already have a handshake agreement, possibly decided that they're going to another school.
Right.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, the thing I don't, the thing about Brian Kelly for me, he's reached his ceiling as a coach. I mean, I
yeah,
don't think he's going to be anything better than a 9-10 win coach. That's just what he is, and we have to accept it. He's James Franklin,
yeah.
as much as we hate to compare it. But the thing with Brian Kelly for me is I see this more than any other coach in the country, and I watch so many games throughout the weeks, throughout the years, and I've never seen a coach had as many shots on the sideline of him arguing with players or
Players,
getting into real arguments with players on the field and real animated and
yeah,
emotional conversations and even with the coordinators, just yelling through the headsets and all of this stuff. And I haven't seen a coach have that as often as he has. Obviously,
yeah.
every coach has to chew out a player every now and then, or chew out his coordinators, or chew out a position coach. Yes, that's fine. But every week,
It's something.
it's like the camera people know, the camera crew knows, ESPN knows, and they just have like a shot just waiting for Brian Kelly to get into an argument with someone, or it honestly seems like just deflecting blame, and
Yeah,
it's just not a good look overall. But even in the press conferences too, he'll deflect the blame and put it elsewhere, and
yeah,
he doesn't. For me, he doesn't seem like a likable coach, in my
hmm
opinion. And that's just
yeah.
from the outside looking in. He just doesn't seem like a real personable guy. Good
He's just
coach, but
like
not a personable guy, which brings you down a little bit as a coach.
and yeah, exactly. I agree 100%. And if you're arguing that much and you're deflecting it, and you can't take the responsibility, that just shows. I feel like you're a weak leader. Like you brought these coaches in. These are your players. Something doesn't get executed, something goes wrong. It's your game plan. You're weak at practice. It's my fault. It's me. I didn't have the guys ready. I didn't have them in my position. Me. Not, yeah, the special teams coach, the players, or you just yelling at the players. Like, it's just going to make them not respect you. Like, or want to, I mean, yeah, it's just, I agree. I've never seen a coach have that many negative interactions with players and coaches on the sideline, or even in the press conferences. It's just bad.
Like who was a receiver? Like it might have been Malik Neighbors or Kyron Lacy, one of the two, but he got in a heated argument with them like multiple times on the sideline, and you don't see that with a college coach and a wide receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see that much with college coaches and players in general, even the quarterbacks. But more often than not, you see that interaction so many times, and
Yeah.
it's maybe it's just how he comes across. It's just not resonating with the players.
Yeah, because I say like even like I know I'm not comparing them, but like Nick Saban, like you would see him yelling at the players and chewing them out, but it wasn't in a
It was different
negative.
though.
It wasn't in a negative, blamey type of fashion. It was like, hey, you know, this is what you're supposed to do. We prepared for this. You did this. Like Like it's just like, come on, I know you're better.
The
Not
difference
what
is the difference was when he threw out the player, that player didn't say shit. He listened to every
right.
word Saban
Looked
said
him in the
and
eye, said,
looked in my eye,
"Yes,
didn't
sir."
say
And
shit. With Brian Kelly, they're arguing back. They're damn near throwing their helmet and yelling. That doesn't that doesn't happen.
nah, you
That
don't just
shouldn't happen at
and
least.
you don't see that across like these other top teams in the country. Like you don't that doesn't be happening. Like you don't.
And the one
It's
time it did
just
happen with Saban, that motherfucker was off the team like the next day. Like
yeah, bro.
I don't know
Those
if you
other guys
remember it,
came
but
in and were like, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing?"
yeah, I think I forgot what the story was. They I think they were playing Georgia in the Natty,
Yeah, it was the
and it was like
linebacker.
the second string linebacker or something.
Hmm.
He was arguing with Saban, and yeah, after that, his ass was never to be
Yeah,
seen again. I think he played
and you
like
saw and you saw his
maybe
other
5 reps
teammates
against
jump in and
Broncos.
like you saw the other
Yep,
players jump in and have Saban's back. Like, bro, like that's just speaks to the levels of respect and the culture. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't because yeah, I mean, like you said, he's reached his peak. He's gone 9-3 and 9-4 and 10-3 every year there, so he's not getting better. Sure, it's only getting worse. Like they
and
had
he's gotten what do you say,
$18 million roster, 5th year QB. Like they were supposed to be national championship contender.
man. He's
Um,
gotten LSU further away from the national championship picture than
since he got
he
there,
was before.
yeah.
And guess what? Marcus Freeman
I was about to say Notre
got
Dame
his
is.
team way closer.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
all that needs to be said. But Brian Kelly, I think the writing's on the wall. Here's a funny story, right? So I saw this tweet. You might have seen it too. That LSU had fired their longtime strength and conditioning coach when Brian
Tommy
Kelly first got
Moffitt.
to LSU. Tommy Moffitt, a longtime strength and conditioning head coach for LSU. He was there for the Natties with Les Miles and Orgeron. As soon as Brian Kelly gets there, fires him. He's now at Texas A&M as their
And then yeah.
head strength and conditioning coach. They beat the brakes off of LSU back to back years.
You see what Marcel Reed said?
He said they put a bag of. Wait, what was it?
Yeah,
They
he
put
put
a.
Brian Kelly's face on a tackle dummy and brought it to practice on Thursday.
It's personable for him. Personal for him.
He
Yeah,
won 3 natties at LSU, and your first order of business is, "Hey man, you've been here for 18, 19 years. You helped win 3 natties, but you got to go." Like, bro, what the? Trend
yeah,
coach is
bro.
one of the most important staff members that you're gonna have. It's
I
gonna
don't
have
get it.
your
Like,
players.
if you don't have an issue with players just struggling with injuries or staying conditioned, why would you fire a strength and conditioning coach who's
Right.
been there for so long? Obviously,
Yeah,
he's doing something right,
it helps the
and it's not
injuries,
like
the
it's the same
conditioning,
thing.
the strength, and even just like their mentality. Like if he's putting him through rigorous workouts and they're having to hit a different level of focus and push themselves, like come the games, I'm not gonna get tired. It's the fourth quarter, game's tied, 6-7 minutes. Like
6 7,
uh we know we got to hit that second gear like we hit in the workouts and just finish it off. But yeah, let's
really good
fire
point.
the strength coach. Yeah, I don't.
Right, man.
The whole staff has to go. Like Jacob was saying, like even it's just been the same. The defense, offense, it's been the same thing for 3 years. Like you
And
gotta just clean the house.
last point on BK. I don't know what it is, but he always has some weird special teams blunders in
Yep.
big games. It's the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Like, this year, obviously they get the punt return and good kick return yardage. Last year against A&M, I think they had two missed field goals. A third field goal was bobbled snap, and I don't know. This been that's been an issue for years now with Brian Kelly. I don't know what it is. He switched out special teams coordinators, and it's been like the same result. So that's weird. I think even going back to his time at Notre Dame, he's had like special teams issues, and then you look at Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman now, they have one of the best special teams
Yeah, in the
in the
nation.
country. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Um.
um,
Last little thing on Brian Kelly. If he does get fired, his last two losses would be to Vandy with Clark Lee and A&M with Mike Elko. Both were his defensive coordinators at Notre Dame.
wow, yeah, I saw that. Whew, that's bad. And
Yeah.
I saw a comment on that post, and they were like, "Oh, Marcus Freeman won't get the chance to because he'll be fired because BK will be fired
Yeah. And
because Freeman
they
was
would
his
only meet
DC,
in
bro."
the I mean, I guess a bowl game, but
Yeah,
at
BK
this
be
point, I
gone
mean,
by then though.
at this point, LSU's gonna play like in the Reliant Quest Bowl or something.
Yeah. uh,